Okay, so welcome everyone to the evening meditation. Just giving yourself a gift of the next half an hour's time out, going somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for the next half an hour or so. Putting your phone on mute or silent, sitting comfortably in your favorite meditation posture, whatever that happens to be. So you could sit cross-legged, half lotus, lotus position if you're an advanced meditator. If you're sitting on a chair, sit with your feet shoulder width apart, cup your hands in your lap, keep your back straight, close your eyes, and start off by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. So breathing in, just notice how the stomach rises as you do that. Bring air into the belly button, inflating the stomach like a balloon. Then squeezing the sphincter muscle, which is the muscle used to contract the flow of urine. And that creates a pumping energy. So just feel this energy rising up the spine into your heart center. Put one hand on your heart. Just draw the energy into your heart center and then up into your upper chest and into the crown of your head. It's like the cresting of a wave in the ocean. So just pause, freeze frame the wave at the top of the inhale. Take another sip of air at the top. You're just going to check in with your mind. Just noticing whatever's happening, particularly any negative thoughts. So any thoughts of suffering, any pain. Today's lesson is all about suffering. You can be free of suffering. So just notice the forms in which that suffering happens. Maybe it's a little bit of fear, a knot in your stomach. Maybe it's a grievance. Maybe you're angry, there's some irritation or outright anger or rage. Notice how that feels physically. And if you're honest with yourself, it's not going to feel too good. So with the help of your breath, you're just going to let it all go. So exhale, sigh it all out. Feel the energy subsiding back down the front channel of your body like a wave just breaking back into the ocean. Just blowing it out like a black smoke out of your mouth. Pull the lower stomach into the spine. Just expel the last remaining air out. And rest here for a few moments in the stillness and the peace. There's nowhere else to go. There's nothing else to do for the next half an hour or so. Just breathe, relax, and be still. So breathing in again. Notice how the stomach rises, the chest rises. Squeeze the sphincter muscle. Feel this life energy rising up the spine into your heart center. One hand on your heart. Just drawing it up into the upper chest, into your upper back, into the crown of your head. Just pause at the top of the inhale. Just find some stillness at the top of the inhale. Smile. And then you exhale, subside the energy, let it flow back down the front channel of your body like a wave just breaking back into the ocean. And air flows out of your nostrils, the chest and the stomach suck back in. And again, come to rest at the bottom of the exhale. And then repeat the cycle. So just step back, watch your breath, noticing all the subtle sensations of the breath. Stomach rising, chest rising, air flowing into the nostrils, the energy rising up the spine like the cresting of a wave. Pause, freeze frame the wave at the top of the inhale. Smile, and then exhale. Just sigh it all out as you exhale. Air flows out of the nostrils, chest and the stomach suck back in. And then just repeat the cycle. So just step back, watch your breath. Just focus all your attention on the breath, brings your mind into the present moment. Let my voice and the breath and the music just take you deeper, going deeper and deeper. With each breath into this lovely, peaceful, calm, relaxed state of mind. So as you keep watching your breath, I want you to imagine a lovely, lump, heavy, warm, relaxed feeling flowing down from the crown of your head. Just breathe it into the crown, and it's flowing down the back of your head, down through your face, relaxing your jaw. Breathing into your jaw, a whole lot of tension there, so just letting that go. You can move your jaw around. And then exhale, sigh it all out. It's like a wave sighing back into the ocean. And breathing in. Again, this lovely, lump, heavy, warm, relaxed feeling flowing into your neck and your shoulders. Just feel a nice, warm, heavy, tingling sensation in your neck and shoulders. Just roll your shoulders forward, roll your shoulders back. Move your neck side to side. Just feeling the tension just dissipating as you exhale. Just drop your shoulders down away from your ears and just let it all go. Just as you sigh it all out. And letting this lovely lump, heavy, warm, relaxed feeling just flow down from your neck and shoulders, just through your upper arms, to your triceps, your biceps, down through your elbows into your forearms, your wrists, your hands, your fingers. So your arms are just hanging limply and heavily off your body. Feel the weight of them pressing into your lap. And just letting this lovely lump, heavy, warm, relaxed feeling flow back up from the tips of your fingers, through your hands, your wrists, up through your forearms, your elbows, to your upper arms, your neck and your shoulders. Just again relaxing them, moving them around, shaking it out, rolling your shoulders forward, rolling your shoulders back. As you exhale, feel this lovely lump, heavy, warm, relaxed feeling just flowing down from your neck and shoulders into your upper back, down through your chest, into your middle back, to your stomach, lower back. So letting this lovely lump, heavy, warm, relaxed sensation just seep down like warm water, just accumulating in your stomach like a hot water bottle, and letting it flow down through your buttocks, through your groin, to your upper thighs, through the back of your thighs, down through your knees, into your shins, down through your calves, into your ankles, your feet and your toes. Your legs are completely lump, heavy, warm, and relaxed. Your whole body is lump, heavy, warm, and relaxed. Your mind is clear, calm, empty, open, but aware. And in that aware state, you're just going to listen to these words. This is the preliminary section to a series of workbook lessons that we're busy with at the moment, which we're coming to an end into today. What is the ego? So just listening energetically, listening emotionally. Try and listen with your heart. Put one hand on your heart, connect you with your heart space, your heart center. Keep watching your breath. And just allow the energy of these words to kind of permeate into your mind. It's going a little bit deeper than the intellect. It's not conscious. It's taking it into a much deeper level, subconscious. Feel into these words. Feel what they're pointing to, a deep peace. As the passage says, an everlasting peace, forever conflict-free and undisturbed, in deepest silence and tranquility. So you can let that experience arise as you listen to these words. You're listening in the optimal way. Keep watching your breath, and I'll remind you to do that every now and then. So what is the ego, is the question. So let's listen to what Jesus has to say in response to that question. The ego is idolatry, the sign of limited and separated self, born in a body doomed to suffer and to end its life in death. It is the world that sees the will of God as enemy and takes a form in which it is denied. The ego is the, quote, proof that strength is weak and love is fearful. Life is really death. And what opposes God or love alone is true. You can always substitute the word God with the word love. And I'll do that whenever it arises. I mean the same thing. So use whichever form or pointer works for you best. So keep watching your breath, staying nice and still, calm, clear, empty, open, but aware. And just let these words drop into this deeper part of your mind. So the ego is insane, says Jesus. In fear, it stands beyond the everywhere, apart from all and separation from the infinite. In its insanity, it thinks it has become a victor over God himself or love itself. And in its terrible autonomy, it, quote, sees the will of God, the will of this eternal, infinite, loving presence, has been destroyed. This is exactly why it's insane, because the will of God cannot be destroyed. It dreams of punishment and trembles at the figures in its dreams, its enemies who seek to murder it, before it can ensure its safety by attacking them. Some pretty dark stuff. Jesus telling us exactly what the ego is, what it does. But he doesn't leave us there. He picks us up, takes us from hell back to heaven in a paragraph. So he says, the Son of God is egoless. What can he know of madness and the death of God, the death of love itself, when he abides in him, when he abides in this loving presence? What can he know of suffering and sorrow, when he lives in eternal joy? What can he know of fear and punishment, of sin and guilt, of hatred and attack, when all there is surrounding him is everlasting peace, forever conflict-free and undisturbed, in deepest silence and tranquility? So just as you step back, watch your breath, get a sense of that everlasting peace, eternal peace, forever conflict-free and undisturbed, in deepest silence and tranquility. Just sink into that. Allow your mind to go there. You don't need anything to happen to experience this peace. It's not related to any external conditions. It doesn't matter what's happening on the external is difficult. There seems to be conflict. This peace is forever conflict-free and undisturbed, in deepest silence and tranquility. So just sink in there as you watch your breath, just sinking deeper and deeper into the breath, into the stillness the breath carries you to. And so to know reality is not to see the ego and its thoughts, its works, its acts, its laws and its beliefs, its dreams, its hopes, its plans for its salvation, and the cost belief in it entails. In suffering, the price of full faith in it is so immense. The crucifixion of the Son of God, and the extension of love, is offered daily at its darkened shrine, and blood must flow before the altar, or its sickly followers prepare to die. So again, pause, watch your breath. Just look. That's what these words are designed to help you to do, to look within and see this dreadful cost of the ego. To see all of its thoughts, its works, its acts, its laws, its beliefs, its dreams, its hopes, its plans for its salvation, and the cost belief in all of this entails. In suffering, the price for faith in is so immense. The crucifixion is offered daily at its darkened shrine, the crucifixion of the Son of God. People die every day on this planet. That's the crucifixion of the Son of God. But again, Jesus doesn't leave us there. He says, yet will one lily of forgiveness change the darkness into light, the altar to illusions to the shrine of life itself. And peace will be restored forever to the holy minds, which God created as his Son, as his loving extension, his dwelling place, his joy, his love, completely his, completely one with him. And so just sink in a little bit deeper, sinking deeper into your mind, into this place of everlasting peace, forever conflict-free and undisturbed. Breathing in, nice deep inhale into the lower stomach, blowing it up like a balloon into the heart center, second phase of the breath. Draw the energy up the spine. And say to yourself, I can be free of suffering today. Not tomorrow, not any other time, right now, today. You can be free of suffering if you choose to be. So as you inhale, just raise the energy all the way up from the base of the spine into the crown of your head. Feel a warm thread of energy flowing up the back of your spine into the crown of your head. Smile. So you remind yourself that you can be free of suffering. Today, right now, this very instant. And notice any forms in which this suffering occurs. So these are generally negative thoughts and emotions. Could be a minor irritation, a major grievance, a little bit of irritation or anger, to intense rage, just a little bit of worry or deep-seated existential anxiety. Any of these things are forms of suffering. So notice them, notice how they feel, mentally, emotionally, physically. Notice where you feel them. So maybe that's a knot in your stomach, a block in your chest, clenched jaw, dry mouth, sweaty palms, clenched fists, the extreme nausea and panic attacks. Notice any of that. And just let it go with the breath and this intention to say, I can be free of suffering today. And just blowing all that suffering out, letting it all go into the nothingness that it truly is. Pull the lower stomach into the spine, expel the last remaining air out. And there's no air left, no negativity. It's all been expelled out. And you can find peace and the freedom this lesson points to. Beyond suffering. Find it now. Now inhale again, just breathing in. Imagine you're not just breathing air, but you're breathing light, beautiful golden or white light into your stomach, blowing it up like a light-filled balloon to your heart center. Put one hand on your heart if it's looked down. Feel this warm, tingling energy there, the light, beautiful golden or white light flowing into your heart. Draw it up your spine like a column of golden or white light. Flowing all the way up the spine into the crown of the head. So you pause at the top of the inhale. Imagine your body being infused, totally infused. Every pore, every cell, every muscle. This beautiful golden or white light. And in this light, there is no suffering. So say, Father, I thank you for today and for the freedom I am certain it will bring. This day is holy. For today, your son will be redeemed. His suffering is done. So as you exhale, just blow out that suffering. Any last scraps of it. It's done. It's over. That's what the lesson is saying. You can just clear your mind of all the thoughts and emotions that brought about suffering. Your mental and emotional reactions to whatever you experience in this world. Just obscure this true voice, the voice of God. So the lesson continues, for he will hear your voice, directing him to find Christ's vision through forgiveness and be forever free from all suffering. And so exhale. Just sink in to the peace and the stillness beyond suffering. And give thanks for this. So thanks for today, my Father, my Source, my Creator. I was born into this world, but to achieve this day. And what it holds in joy and freedom for your Holy Son and for the world he made, which is released along with him today. Just pause and rest there for a few seconds, smile. And now breathe in again and breathe in the essence of this joy and this freedom. As Jesus says, be glad today. So you breathe this light and this freedom, this joy into your stomach, blowing it up like a light-filled balloon to your heart center, up the chest, your head. So be glad. There is no room for anything but joy and thanks today. Notice how they go hand in hand. Because if you're resentful, you can't feel joyful. If you're grateful, then joy is natural. So there's no room for anything but joy and thanks in you today. So really breathe that in. Breathe in the essence of joy, of gratitude for that joy, all of which is freedom. Smile. And say to yourself, our Father, our Source, has redeemed his Son this day. Our Source has redeemed its own extension this day. Not one of us but will be saved today. Not one who will remain in fear. And the Father will not gather to himself. Awake in heaven, in the heart of love. And so with that invitation, exhale and sink in to this deeper part of your mind, heaven. mind. Put all your attention in your heart center, one hand over your chest, over your heart. Smile. Anchor this presence into your heart center. Rest for a couple of minutes of silence. Awaken heaven in the heart of love. There's nothing else to do, nothing else to think about. Just breathe, relax, watch your breath, and allow love to envelop you and enfold you. To speak to you. And so just gently coming back into an awareness of the body and the breath. On the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes. So 1, just noticing the stomach rise, the chest rise, subtle flow of air into the nostrils. This energy rising up the spine, warm tingling thread flowing all the way up your spine. Take another sip of air in at the top. Smile. Just experience the joy and the freedom that comes from doing these kinds of practices. And exhale, sigh it all out. Getting a sighing sound in the back of your throat. The air flows out of your nostrils. Chest and your stomach suck back in. Just coming to rest. For a few moments, smile again. So that's 1. 2, just noticing the weight of your body pressing down into the chair, feet touching the ground. As you breathe in again, notice any smell in your nose as you inhale. Maybe there's a taste in your mouth. Just what you're hearing. Just tuning into all these things from this very calm, connected place. So don't name anything, don't judge it, don't label it. Just allow sense perceptions to arise and then to subside. And it's very peaceful. Notice how peaceful it is when you perceive things this way, rather than through the judgmental mind. It's our mental interpretations of our sense perceptions that cause us suffering. And so 3, gently open your eyes and just look around, noticing whatever you happen to see in this very non-judgmental, detached way. Letting your eyes rest for a couple of seconds on an object and then on another one. Do that for half a dozen things. And notice that underneath the visual sense, underneath what you're hearing, there's just the same peace, there's the same awareness. So you're going into a place in your mind where you're not affected by these sense perceptions. It's beyond them. Training your mind in non-judgmental perception connects you with your source, your higher awareness, your Christ self, whatever you want to call it. So just practice that this evening, especially if anything comes in to potentially upset you, challenge you. Just watch your breath go. I don't have to name this, judge it, label it. If you're in the Art of Letting Go community, I sent you a shorter recording earlier today, which you can use frequently, ideally every hour. Use it in response as well to any temptation to get upset. Or just, if you don't have 5 minutes, take 30 seconds time out. Just do a miniature version of what we've done in this meditation. You just breathe in, you notice what's arising, you notice the thoughts of suffering, the feelings, mental, physical, emotional, and then you exhale, just let them go. Imagine you blowing them out like a black cloud out of your mouth, freeing yourself from them, and finding this freedom from suffering that is promised by today's lesson. So I wish you a very free and flowing evening ahead. Thank you for listening, and namaste, which means the divine joy and freedom in me honestly acknowledges the divine joy and freedom in you. So just a quick heads up about tomorrow. We've got a meditation at 12:30 p.m. UK time, 1:30 p.m. SA time in the Zoom room, and again at the same time, 5:30 p.m. UK, 6:30 p.m. SA time. So join me then. If you're out there on YouTube, subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified when I go live. If you want to join the afternoon sessions, go to freemeditations.online. freemeditations.online to find out more, and you can register, and you'll get the details that will allow you to log in and join us. So thanks again for listening, and hope to connect with you soon. Namaste.